As a future educator, we must incorporate language art into all aspects of a curriculum. Multi means many, so multiliteracy means you incorporate reading, comprehension, and writing into all aspects of your curriculum. Multiliteracy is the concept that is used to understand multiple information which can help students to learn the educational content easily. The K-12 curriculum, or the language art and multiliteracy curriculum, views language as the primary instruments of thought, which we use to bring our ideas into the world around us and make meaning out of the human experience. I do agree, because the language arts strands are the key to successful English teaching, viewing, representing, reading and writing, and both conversing and articulating answer orally. Successful language teaching requires an interaction of the strands. The K-12 English curriculum recognizes the power of language as to make people come together. Learning a language establish an understanding of the user of the language, opening the bigger world of the learners.
These are the example of experience as a learner or student through listening in the K-12 curriculum. First, quickly forgetting what you've heard. Second, not recognizing the words. And third, understanding the message but not the intended of the message. First, experiment with different accents. Second, study a little bit at a time. And lastly, listen as you sleep. Confusion about the meaning of words and sentences. Lack of concentration during reading. Difficulty distinguishing significant information from minor details. Number 1. Set reading goals. Number 2. Read in portions. And 3. Let students guide their readings. First, easy distractibility during writing tasks. Number 2, difficulty getting started on writing assignments or activities. And number 3, wrong grammar. First, learn how to expand your basic sentences into more elaborate ones. Second, learn how to organize a paragraph. Lastly, write an outline. First, speak English language when your subject is English. Number 2, practice or enhance our language or communication skills. Well, practice English with colleagues. Take online English lessons. Put yourself in English speaking situations. Lastly, organize a language swap.
What is your philosophy in teaching language? My teaching approach focuses on encouraging pupils to develop independent study habits because they haven't learned how to properly study material on their own. I find that even when students are actively participating in a course, they frequently forget important elements. 7 language components are used in language courses to help students improve their language skills. These include reading, listening, speaking, and writing, as well as vocabulary, grammar, and function. Reading. Reading is an important part of language learning because It helps you develop other related skills like grammar, vocabulary, and writing. Reading allows language learners to explore topics that they love and stories that engage. Listening. Not only does listening enhance your ability to understand better and make you a better communicator, it also makes the experience of speaking to you more enjoyable to other people. Speaking. Essentially speaking, a language helps you to move your knowledge of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation from the back of your mind to the front, or from your slow memory to your quick memory. Given time, this will improve your fluency and memory. Writing empowers communication, and communication provides society with a framework. Writing requires the capacity to formulate and express ideas in a coherent, ordered way, as well the ability to accurately depict the graphic form of speech, letter, and words.
And now for the last three language teaching components, which is vocabulary, grammar, and functions. Let's start the discussion. Vocabulary. Vocabulary is the basis of all language. It's the raw building blocks that we can use to express our thoughts and ideas, share information, understand others, and grow personal relationships. Grammar. Grammar improves the development of fluency. When a person has learned grammar, it will be easier for that person to know how to organize and express the idea in their mind without difficulty. Functions. The active use of language for a particular goal is represented by functions. In an academic setting, students utilize language functions to convey ideas, interact with others, and demonstrate content understanding.
I learned that K-12 English curriculum broadens and magnifies the knowledge of the learners in many aspects, from cultural, behavioral, and many more. The K-12 English curriculum stands to help cultivate the thinking capabilities and skills of the K-12 learners in the language, for which it is the primary instrument of thought. I also learned that all languages are interrelated and interdependent with each other, because language brings order and understanding. Language acquisitions also requires observing, hearing, reading, and writing exercises. I realized that language is a continuous learning process that will continue to develop and improve. Students gain language fluency and competency by learning and incorporating new language structures into their repertoire and using them in a range of circumstances. I learned that in order to interact in a meaningful way in a second language, learners must become acquainted with these conventions. I think there is a need to understand the first language or the mother tongue of the learners before learning the second language like English. Not only does it help understand the teachings in English, it can also strengthen the foundations of the learners in the language department. As a result, any increase in the knowledge in one language will have a positive impact on the others. This theory explains why it is becoming simpler and easier to acquire a second language.